Hello there, Whipper here, and welcome back to another mod showcase. And today I'm going to be showing you a mod called the Winter Warfare mod, which basically adds loads of winter related items, weapons, and even a drink into Minecraft, and also a variety of new kinds of mob. But I'm going to start off by showing you the new varieties of snowballs that this mod adds, which are of course throwable like normal snowballs, and they do a lot of damage and have different effects and stuff. But before any of the snowballs, I need to show you how you can make this item here called an ice pick, because you need this to actually acquire ice balls. To actually craft the ice pick, you're going to need an iron ingot on top of a stick, and there you go, you get yourself an ice pick. And then you can hold it in your hand, then walk up to any ice blocks, has to be ice blocks of course, and then just simply right click with the ice pick on the ice block, and then you can swap to your fist and then just punch the block, and it will drop loads of these little ice balls, like so. I can just do it for this one, which I'd already broken earlier. And there you go, I've acquired some ice balls. And now you can throw these ice balls at mobs. Here's a pig, and they'll do damage like so. You can see I'm damaging the pig, and I don't know how many hits it's going to take to kill it. Probably a lot of hits. I mean, they're not the most effective weapons in the world, but yeah, if you actually want to use the ice balls properly, you'll have to use a launcher item, which I'm going to show you later. But you can also craft the ice balls in a different way. Say you've got a silk touch pick and you manage to harvest some ice, you can put the ice in your inventory and it will convert it into 9 ice balls. And you can do this the other way around and convert 9 ice balls into an ice block, so you can get ice blocks without having to have a silk touch pick. Like so. And there you go, that's the ice balls. But the next variety of snowball is the rocky snowball. And to craft the rocky snowball, you just need to get 4 normal snowballs surrounding a cobblestone block. And then you get some rocky snowballs, and these do a little bit more damage to mobs than ice balls do. So I should be able to actually kill a pig with these. So let's just throw some of these rocky... Oh, there we are, 3 hits. Look at that, that was amazing. And I got 3 bits of pork from that pig. That pig must have been a very fat pig to give me 3 bits of pork. I like that pig, but there we go. So that's what the rocky snowballs do. They're quite effective weapons. So I'd definitely recommend going to make some of those. You could make tons of them. I mean, cobblestone and snow are very in abundance if you find a snow biome or something like that. So yeah, good investment making some of those. But next up we've got the really exciting ones. I mean, we've got the exploding snowballs. And to craft the exploding snowballs, as you'd probably expect, you just put a TNT block in the center and surround it by 4 snowballs. And then you get 2 exploding snowballs out of this crafting recipe, like so. And then with your exploding snowballs, they don't blow up the ground sadly, but they do explode mobs. So if I throw it at a mob here, you can see, look at that. Exploded the pig, and the pig somehow survived. How is the pig surviving all these blows? Look at that. Took 3 hits with these exploding snowballs. But if I just fire at the ground, you can see nothing happens. They only explode when they hit mobs. So I just spawn another pig and throw this exploding snowball at it. And yeah, there we go. It's flying up in the air. So those are the 3 different varieties of snowballs that you can make, and as you can see they're quite effective, but next up I'm going to show you how you can make them more effective and how you can use them in combination with this snowball launcher weapon that this mod adds. So we're going to start off by showing you how to actually craft this snowball launcher, and this is quite a complex crafting recipe. You're going to have to craft 2 different parts to actually make this. So you're going to need a launcher barrel, which you craft with 6 iron and a piston, and you're also going to need a launcher grip, which you just craft with 7 iron. Actually it's 6 iron, isn't it? Yeah, 6 iron. Just ignore me. But anyway, once you've crafted these 2, you can put them together and craft yourself the launcher. And when you actually craft a launcher, you should be given by default a projectile chooser into your inventory, but if you don't get given one or you lose one in the future, you can actually craft it again using 5 bits of paper like this, arranged like in a plus pattern, and then you get yourself the projectile chooser. And then you can actually start using it. So let me just swap over to where I've got my weapons. Here we go. And you can see here I've got loads of ammo to test out this weapon. I've got snowballs, ice balls, rocky snowballs, exploding snowballs, potatoes, because yes, you can actually fire potatoes with these things, and also slime balls. And these are all the different kinds of projectile you can actually use with the launcher. So let's just spawn a few pigs for a bit of target practice, of course. I'm using pigs for my test subjects today because, you know, pigs, they're just innocent things, and they're fairly easy to hit. And what is that pig doing? It's just staring at the rocky snowballs. Seems to be taking a liking to them. Hello there, pig. Hello. Okay, now, I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, once you've actually got yourself a launcher, the first thing you need to do is hold your projectile chooser, which you should have been given, and then just right click, and it will change the actual projectile. So if I wanted to select, I don't know, rocky snowballs as my projectile, I'd just change that to rocky snowballs, then right click with my launcher in my hand, and then let go of right mouse button when it's fully charged, and you can see I'm firing out the rocky snowballs like so. And then you can just use this to hit mobs, and Yeah, let's see if we can kill one. Ah, don't really... Oh, there we are. And basically, it means that these rocky snowballs actually do more damage than usual. So as you saw earlier, I actually managed to kill a pig with 3 shots with the rocky snowballs earlier when I was just throwing them. But now with this projectile launcher thingy, I can kill them in 2 shots with the rocky snowballs. So it makes them much more effective. In fact, this launcher actually makes normal snowballs damaging as well. So if I just keep right clicking with this and go back to a normal snowball, you can see the normal snowball will actually start damaging mobs. If I could actually aim, come back here pigs, they're going crazy, I'll just shoot this one over there. You can see I'm doing damage to this pig with a normal snowball because I'm using the launcher, and it's firing the snowball at such a high rate of speed that it does damage to all the mobs. But anyway, let's change over to some more interesting projectiles. Let's, I don't know, let's go to the explosive projectiles. There we are, we've got exploding snowballs now. We should fire at this pig, and look at that. Look at all those particle effects that are coming out of my launcher. Look at that. Yeah, particle effects. Everyone likes particle effects, but we can just make some pigs. Oh, wow. Did you see its corpse fly then? Wow. And now I'm being entertained by flying corpses of pigs. That's a bit morbid, but oh well. Everyone does it. Now, let's get into the even more interesting ones. Let's fire potatoes at these mobs, yes. Take this potato to your mouth, pig. And yeah, the potato doesn't do anything special. It just damages the mobs. I think it's about 4 hits to kill the mobs. Yeah, 4 hits. 4 hits to kill a mob with a potato. I mean, imagine that though, getting killed by a potato. I mean, the shame of that happening. Wow. How did you die? Oh, I got hit by a potato. Yes. Oh dear. That would be horrible. But the final projectile, of course, is the slime ball, and arguably this is the most interesting projectile because it basically spawns cobwebs around the mob that you actually hit, or at the feet of the mob you hit, I should say. So if I just fire this slime ball at this pig here, you can see it spawned a cobweb. And it's not doing a very good job at firing it at the feet, but yep, it has done its job and it has trapped the pig in a cobweb. And yeah, that's what the slime ball projectile does. And that pretty much sums up all the different kinds of projectile you can actually use with this launcher. And yeah, it's just a really cool way of killing mobs if you can fire potatoes at them and slime balls and explosive snowballs if you really wanted to. So yeah, that's the launcher. So the next weapon I'm going to show you that this mod adds is called the Menorah Cannon. Actually, I'm not really sure if I can call this a weapon, because what it enables you to do is actually place torches at distance by firing them out. But I suppose it does actually set mobs on fire if you fire this at mobs. So yeah, that's probably why it's a weapon. But anyway, to actually craft the Menorah Cannon, you're going to need to make a part called a Menorah Cannon barrel, which you craft with 2 gold ingots and a piston. And then you get the cannon barrel, and then you can combine this with 5 torches like that, and 2 gold ingots to make the Menorah Cannon itself. And then this actually fires torches, so you're going to need some torches as ammo, and then once you've got the Menorah Cannon, you just right click, and then charge it up, and then fire out the torch, and it will place down torches where it lands. I don't know how many torches it places, and wow, is that torch floating in the air? Okay, that's a bit of a bug. It appears to place floating torches. It's kind of cool actually, but anyway, let's try it out into this dark cave here. It only appears to be placing down 1 torch now. It did place down 2 torches there. That's a bit peculiar. But yeah, you can just use it to fire out torches at range and light up areas that you're nowhere near, which is brilliant. So I could fire one down here underneath the stone there. Oh wow, it just bounced off the wall. Does it not place them on walls? It doesn't like placing them on walls, does it? Okay, why isn't it working? Why? Oh, there we are. And now it's going to place it in midair. It seems a bit buggy. I'll say that now. It's a bit of a buggy weapon, but yeah. So yeah, the other feature of this is that it actually sets mobs on fire. So if I just spawn down a pig and then fire out the Menorah Cannon at the pig, you can see it sets the pig on fire and it's going to burn and give me lovely cooked bacon. Yes, well, cooked pork, but I like to call it bacon because it is bacon. Oh, look at that. Lovely cooked pork there. Give me. So yeah, you can actually set mobs on fire with this Menorah Cannon, which is probably why it's called a weapon. Otherwise I would have called it a torch launcher or something. I don't know. So the last kind of weapon that this mod adds is called the Frost Scepter, and this is not craftable. You can only obtain this by killing a boss called Jack Frost, which actually spawns in an ice dungeon on the surface of the world in snowy biomes. So once you kill that boss, you'll get this Frost Scepter, and then you can start using it. And this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to spawn down some pigs now to actually test this out. And what the idea of this Frost Scepter is to do is that if you right click on it, it's going to spawn like an ice kind of prison around the mob so it can't escape, and it's also going to have some water on it so it should suffocate the mob and make it drown. But I can never get this to work because every time I do it to a mob, it spawns to the left of the mob and the mob won't drown. I've even tried it with creepers and zombies and it just doesn't work anymore. It's a bit of a shame. Maybe it worked in the past and doesn't anymore. But yeah, it's not very effective for me anyway. But that's the idea of it anyway. That's the concept of it and how it should work. Now over here I've actually got some water which is already frozen, which is not very helpful. Well, I am in a snowy biome so it's only natural it'd freeze. But there's another ability of this frost scepter, and that is if you like stand in or on top of water and then hold shift and then right click, it will start spawning ice around you. Although I can't really get it to work very well either. Yeah, there we are. So if I just move backwards and then keep right clicking, you can see it spawns ice when I press my shift key and then right mouse button, but it's not very effective. I mean, I was expecting to just like right click and the whole of this water to turn to ice, and it didn't. Now over here we've also got some lava, and if I do the same thing to the lava and just hold shift and right click around the lava, you can see it turned the lava to obsidian. Although again it's a bit glitchy and it doesn't work all the time, but that's the uses of this frost scepter. You can turn lava into obsidian instantly, and you can also freeze water like so. So yeah, I could just shift around and make the water into ice. And that's pretty much all of the uses of the Frost Scepter. So, as you can see here, this mod also adds hot chocolate into Minecraft. And I know it seems a bit out of place. I mean, we've been talking about everything that destroys and kills mobs. We've got weapons and explosive snowballs. And then suddenly we've got hot chocolate. Then again, this is a very snowy based mod, very cold. So you need something to warm you up. Anyway, to craft hot chocolate, you're going to need a bucket of milk, some sugar, and some cocoa beans. And then you'll craft yourself some hot chocolate. And somehow the large bucket gets converted into a small, nice-looking mug. So good work there. Good metal work, Steve. And yeah, that's how you can actually craft hot chocolate. And the hot chocolate, when you drink it, actually gives you some potion effects. So I'm in survival now, and I'm just going to drink some of this hot chocolate. And there we go, we've got haste 3, strength 2, and regeneration. I mean, wow, that hot chocolate's powerful stuff. I wish it did that in real life. I mean, if I got regeneration in real life and I made myself better when I was ill just by drinking hot chocolate, well, I need to do that more. So yeah, that's hot chocolate. And last but not least, we've got the frozen pumpkin. And this doesn't really do anything on its own, but it is used later on to actually get yourself an ice golem, which will help you and protect you in the same way as a snow golem does. But anyway, to actually craft this frozen pumpkin, obviously you just put a pumpkin in the center and surround it by ice balls. And there you get yourself a frozen pumpkin. I'll just place it down so you can see what it looks like. There you go. It's just a pumpkin that has like an ice tinge to it. But there you go. So that's the ice pumpkin. So now I'm going to be showing you the mobs that this mod adds. So first up, we've got the Abominable Snowman. And this guy basically looks like a snowman. As you can see, he's got a lovely carrot for the nose and some lovely sticks as arms. And this guy will actually fire snowballs at you, just normal snowballs, but they are quite damaging. So if I actually swap into survival mode there, you can see he's going to rapidly fire snowballs at me. And I'm not going to be able to get close, look. Even if I'm sprinting, I can't get anywhere near it. Keeps hitting me away, and I've just got no chance of doing any damage to the thing at all. It's definitely a bow and arrow job, this one, to actually kill this guy. But I'm just going to swap back into creative so I can actually get in close without getting knocked back, and then I'm going to kill it and see what it drops. So there we go, you can see it's dropped 15 snowballs. Wow, that was significantly more than I thought it would drop, but that's quite a lot of snowballs. So it's a good way of getting snowballs, although probably not as efficient as just using a shovel on the snow. But those guys, and they spawn in all the snowy biomes in Minecraft, so be careful, you might actually bump into some of those on your travels, and that'd be quite deadly because you won't be able to get anywhere near them unless you've got a bow and arrow on hand. But next up, we've got the Abominable Iceman, and this is what this guy looks like. Pretty much the same as the snowman, just with ice blocks instead of snow blocks. And we've got some lovely buttons there again. I don't know why one arm is up and one arm is down. Maybe that's the throwing arm, that makes sense. But yeah, if I go into survival mode again, you'll see that this guy fires ice balls at me instead of snowballs. It'd be nice if there was a little animation for the arm, like flicking forwards. And wow, mini zombie just joining in on the fun here. There we are, that's died. Let's just go back into creative now and kill it and see what this guy drops. And of course the ice ball is going to do a little bit more damage to you than the snowballs of the Abominable Snowman. So these guys are a bit more aggressive, and they also are a rarer spawn than the Abominable Snowmen. So you won't see these as often, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, that's that guy. But next up, we've got two varieties of a killer Christmas tree. Now, if you ever watched Doctor Who, I think it was a few Christmas specials ago, there was these Christmas trees that would spin up and revolve up, and yeah, that had like blades on their branches and stuff, and they'd just spin up and kill anyone that got close to them. And this mod basically adds that mob into Minecraft. So you can see here, we've got a Killer Christmas Tree. I believe this is type 1. So if I actually go into survival mode now, you can see it starts spinning up, and when it hits me, it will do contact damage to me, as you can see. It's quite a lot of damage actually, because I've got diamond armor on. It's still getting down half a heart occasionally. So yeah, but anyway, if I kill this guy, like so, wow, look how fast it is. How much are you going to capture up? There we are. You can see it drops 11 redstone and some oak leaves. And yeah, those are quite deadly. And again, they spawn in snowy biomes. And there's also another type of the Killer Christmas Tree. We've got Killer Christmas Tree Type 2. And this one actually just spins around and also fires out baubles. So yeah, it's a bit more deadly than the first version because you can't get in close. And it also spins up if you do get close enough to it. But yeah, I'm going to have to swap into creative mode again. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to kill it. But let's see what this guy drops. Oh, the same again. So we've got 11 redstone. Actually, it's a bit less redstone on that one. And oak leaves. I'm presuming it's just a random amount of redstone you get from them. So yeah, that's the mobs. But next up, we've got the ice golem, and this is actually a friendly mob because we've had all aggressive mobs so far. So I think it's time to change it up. So we've got this ice golem here who will actually protect you. And to actually make a ice golem, you're going to need to get some ice blocks, which I haven't got, so I'll just get some of those now. There's ice. So we've got some ice now, and if you place down 2 ice blocks and then drop on top of it a frozen pumpkin, I did say they'd have a use, you spawn yourself a ice golem. And then you can spawn down, let's get some zombies for example. So if we spawn down some zombies now, you can see that this ice golem will start attacking it. And the ice golem is a bit more powerful than the snow golem is. So it will do a bit more damage to the mobs it's hitting. And look, we've got a zombie villager, which had a black top from it. Whoa, look at that. That's a nice new outfit you have there. Bit of a shader's bug. So yeah, let's just set it back to night time so these things don't burn. But yeah, that's what the Iceman does, which is brilliant. And of course, these guys will melt if they're not in a snow biome, so make sure you actually place these down in a snow biome. So the last kind of mob that this mod adds is called the Jack Frost mob, which is basically a boss mob which normally spawns in ice castles on massive ice lakes. But they are very rare, and it said in the mod topic they were rare, but I didn't actually think they were that rare. But then I tried flying around for 20 minutes to actually find one, and I've been unable to find one. So I'm just going to have to show you the boss on its own, and then you're going to have to try and find an ice castle yourself. I'll just give you a picture though now. Yep, that's what it looks like, as you can see, but I haven't managed to find one, so we're just going to show the abilities and the attacks of this boss mob. So here's Jack Frost himself. I mean, look at that cane. He won't actually attack you until you actually start hitting him, but he's just going to walk around and he will actually attack mobs. Like if I place down a zombie or something, he'd start attacking it. But now I'm going to attack him, and you can see the different attacks he has. So there we go. Oh, I've just hit him into a hole. I'm so sorry, dude. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to have to spawn another one now, aren't I? Oh, that went so badly. I just hit him into a hole. Anyway, let's try hitting him again. There we go. And you can see he's firing rocky snowballs at me, normal snowballs at me, and ice balls at me. And he should actually throw explosive snowballs at me. I'm waiting for one of those explosive ones. Come on. Throw it, there's an explosive one. So you can see he fires all the different varieties of snowball at me. And he also spawns abominable icemen to actually help him in the combat, which can be quite annoying because they push you away from him. So you can't actually get anywhere close. I'm trying to dodge them and it's not working. But he's spawned another one. But you do need to get quite a lot of hits on him because I did check and he's got 200 hearts. So that's quite a lot of hits. It's about 20 hits with the diamond sword, that is. So you've got to hit him quite a few times. Let's just keep hitting him over and over again. Hopefully we can kill him. And he also does have an ice attack. There it goes. Just as I said it happened. Which is similar to the ice scepter and the attack that has. And where's he gone? Where has he gone? He's just disappeared. Did I kill him? Or is he just gone in a hole? I don't know where he's gone. I think I might have killed him. Unless he went in a hole. Oh, there he is. Found him. Oh dear. And now I've been pushed in the hole. Oh dear. Or maybe this is the one from earlier. I don't know. But let's just attack him anyway. Die. I want to show you what he drops. But you can see those are all of his different attacks. And he always used it again. Oh no. Just get in there and I'm going to die, aren't I? Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh, there we are. I found my healing button. Yes. I do have a healing button bound. And there, I've killed him. And now I'm in a pitch black hole and I can't see a thing. Oh crap, I'm being attacked by everything. Ah, run. Lava! Just jump into lava. That's the sure way to get out. Wow, I'm actually not dying that fast. But you can see those are all of his different attacks. What does he drop? Oh yeah, he drops the Frost Scepter, as I showed you earlier. Not the Ice Scepter, I meant the Frost Scepter. But as you can see, I walked into a fire while fighting Jack Frost. Yes, that happened. And it does look like I did kill him because I ended up with 2 Frost Scepters in my inventory. So I killed both of the Jack Frosts. Whatever happened to them? That first one fell in a hole and was never seen again. So I don't know. So yeah, that pretty much sums up everything in this mod. thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like if you've enjoyed as usual, and I'll see you next mod showcase. And look how bright this is, all this snow everywhere.